Okay, you're gonna conduct an interview, either audio or video. You probably wanna know a few things and plan it out. Here's 5 tips that you need to know before you actually start doing that. So you're gonna sit down and you're gonna go, oh, hey dude, I just wanted to say, how's it going? And how you doing? And what's your name again? No, you wanna research the person before you actually do the interview, because then you don't know anything. Plus the person you're researching will be like, hey, this guy knows what he's talking about. Go up on Google, look at their LinkedIn profile. Are you connected in any way? Did you make similar videos? Did you attend the same college? Did you go to the same university? Do you drink coffee at the same coffee shop? Who the hell knows? You gotta research it. If the person works for a company, then you should research the company, see what they do, see what they contribute, see what their job is, see how the company's doing, see how big they are, see what their interests are. That's what they're gonna be interested in. Do your research. A lot of times you'll just email back and forth. Hey, I wanna ask these questions, and he'll say, okay, that's cool, and prep for this and prep for this. You're prepping the other person too. They just show up and go, hi, I'm here for an interview. What are you gonna ask me? When you were in 10th grade, no. There's gonna be research and emails back and forth. You can use a tool for that. There's a tool called Clearbit, and it'll help you fill in all the blanks. Okay, next you got your person, right? And you're talking back and forth. We're gonna interview about this, and we're gonna stay on this subject, and we're not gonna touch this subject. Cool. Now you need to figure out, let's go shoot. No, you need a location. Like, where are you gonna go? Where are you gonna sit? What is it gonna look like? Is it going to be in some dark alley someplace? I think not. You want something that has zero background noise, looks nice, and you'll never be interrupted. Right. Outer space. That's usually not the case. You're gonna need to find a location. You're gonna need to deal with certain things that come up while you're doing the interview and during the interview. So instead of obsessing over this perfect location, find some place you know will be it'll be semi-quiet. You won't be interrupted. There won't be someone coming in the door and interrupting this person every time. You do want to shoot around restaurants and everything else. You're gonna need to take extra efforts to make sure they're mic'd properly and everything else. But if you're interviewing a restaurant owner, sure, shoot them in the restaurant. Just watch the noise levels. Another good place to interview the person is in their office. You're gonna have to do some cleanup and stuff like that. Or a coffee shop, or a park, or somewhere that's just kind of neutral and there's not a lot of stuff going on. Now maybe you can't meet in person. Well, tools like Zoom allow you to conference, and you can piece these together and make it look like there's something going on, or just present that you're conferencing with this person. You can even book a conference room or get a quiet place in your own house where you won't be interrupted. I mean, if you're sitting there and you're interviewing some dude and phone's ringing and people coming in and knocking and stuff's going on and they have a coffee machine sitting there and people are coming and getting coffee, it's just not gonna be cool. You just think it through, man. Think it through. Nice and easy and quiet and whatever. The other thing about location shooting is no one ever does this, and I don't get it. Why don't you do this? Hang some signs out there. Recording, on the air, don't interrupt, knock and die. That's a good one. Now you're gonna conduct this interview and maybe you were going back and forth, but you want 10 questions, open-ended, that you wanna ask the person. Hey, tell me about your company. Where'd you grow up? Can you tell me more about your passions in life? Just open-ended questions that the person could talk about. And you wanna be prepared. I mean, if you're going back and forth and this guy shows up and he's all ready to talk and you're like, well, blah, 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 and I wanna do this and then we're gonna do the interview, and and you're just talking and talking. That's not an interview, that's you talking. Let the person talk, ask them a question. Let them answer the question. You can always cut the stuff out later. Just put your open-ended questions down somewhere. You can use Google Docs, you can use Evernote, you can use an actual pad of paper with this thing called a pencil. I know it's old technology, but it still works. The other cool thing is you can end an interview and say, do you have any questions for me? The person might ask you a question that you answer and may open up a whole new dialogue and all sorts of crunchy nuggets of information. Now, if you're doing this interview and you're sitting there with a notepad and you're scribbling and the person's answering and you're doing this, they're not gonna be engaged. It's not gonna be fun. You're gonna be in your pencil breaks, and don't do that. So you're gonna wanna record the interview that's occurring. One way is use your iPhone or your whatever phone you have. Put it on Do Not Disturb, and then just start the recording and get it close to the people so you have it with the interview recorded. Another way is buy an audio recorder. I mean, we did a whole thing on audio recorders, big long thing on audio recorders that'll show you the right audio recorder to use. Yeah, do that. If If you're going to interview over the phone, you can use remote call recorder apps. I think Rev has one. You can also make a Zoom call and use their free recording feature. Hey, look, if you're going to record someone, you really need to ask their permission if it's okay to record them. But if you're doing an interview and it's all set up, they know you're setting down. But if you're going to go up to someone and say, hey, I want to ask you some questions, and you hit a recorder and you don't tell them, when you're done with the interview, you need to transcribe that into the written material for the blog post or whatever you happen to be doing. Boy, you know, no journalist ever said this. I can't wait to get home and transcribe this interview. Yeah! Research, interviews, and transcriptions, these are really the most important parts of a journalist's work. Do what I've told you to do. Research the person you're going to interview or the subject you're going to interview. Then do the interview, record it in some way, and then get it transcribed. Who could transcribe that? PBS NewsHour? This American Life? The Wall Street Journal? I wonder if they know what they're doing. Harvard Business Review? These guys use Rev to transcribe their stuff. You want to play with the big boys? Get your stuff transcribed like a real person. I'm sure there's a bunch of interview tips and techniques we didn't cover, so leave it in the comment below and we'll read it and then we'll reply it and then we'll put a little like thing on it and you'll have your own very personal thumbs up. In fact, if we really like it, we'll do that little heart thing. You could just spend the rest of your days going, I was hearted. I hope that helps. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Don't forget to hit the bell, because otherwise, if you hit the subscribe button, you don't hit the bell, then you'll subscribe, which is fine, we don't care, but the bell, we do care, because then you get the stuff that you want to know. So hit the bell. Hit the bell.